Hi everyone, what's up? How are you? I hope you're all doing great. You're healthy, you're happy, and you're painting, creating, and enjoying your craft. This is Musfica. It's been quite some time, like around 2 to 3 weeks that I have not posted. And today morning, when I opened my mailbox, I saw a few mails of yours. You guys were checking with me like I'm doing fine or not, and it touched my heart. Oh my god, you guys, I am absolutely fine. I thought I should put a community post on what's going on, and I thought I was missing painting as well, so better, make a video and come here, speak to you directly. I would put a community post as well after I upload this video. But yes, coming to what I have been doing so far, all you guys, there are a few things going on. Like I have moved from my work city to my hometown, and then I'll be moving again to another city. So yeah, and few other personal things. But yes, you will get to know eventually because my content will change a bit. Obviously, it'll be about art, but little more than this tutorials. There would be tutorials and there would be much more. I would not spoil the surprise now. But yes, coming to today's video, you guys, I am directly speaking, like I'm watching the video. I have my tea with me and there is a small biscuit with me, and I'm watching the video, speaking to my phone. Yes, I edit in my phone, so yes, I'm speaking to my phone, thinking like I'm speaking to a huge crowd. But yes, that's how I do it. In one of my previous videos, I told you guys that I am conscious. I get conscious when I do voiceovers, and I'm not like I think I'm not so good, and I have this doubt, self-doubt, and all such things. But you guys have encouraged me and supported and boosted it up, like boosted me up in the comments. So I have all those energy with me. So yes, here I am. I don't worry like if I speak wrong or I fumble or I have some fillers when I'm speaking, because I'm not a native English speaker, so I would make mistakes. So you guys please pardon me. Anyways, in today's video, as you have already seen, we have done a small sketch, a very basic one, and we'll be painting this. Another thing is I will be cropping as minimum as possible, so mostly it will be real-time video. Okay, I would be speaking as well, and will be speaking about a topic on self-taught and about going to art school or self-learning, which is possible or which is better, and yeah, such topics. Also, I'll be speaking about the painting which I am doing, so you guys stick with me, hear me talk, or otherwise you can just go through and follow the painting. You can skip to the parts which you like for the sketching part or the initial stage, the first layer of colors or the second layer or the final touches. You can just feel free to do whatever you like. There is no hard and fast rule, so yes, it's up to you. But let's get started. I mean, yeah. So what I have done right now is I have wetted the entire paper. In most of my paintings, when I do it in sketchbooks, I don't do part by part because it is a very small area which we are painting. So I would do it like in one go. So I have wet the entire paper, and then we have started with the sky, and we are just laying down a light wash, a very highly diluted wash of paints, starting with the sky, which is a cobalt blue, a light wash of cobalt blue. Then we have the mountains and the foreground. Please make a note that our focal point here is the middle ground, where there is the horizon, right? The intersection between the mountains and the road, the part where we have the trees. Okay, and also if you notice, when I take paint from my palette, you would see that I mix whatever paint is laid out there, right? So it is kind of very spontaneous for me right now, but you guys don't worry, it comes with practice. When I used to watch YouTubers, when I was learning, like when I was a beginner and I used to watch YouTubers painting, I would be like, when will that day come when I would be so spontaneous with my paints? And right now I'm in that stage where I don't have to think much about paints. I just see, and it's like second nature. Don't worry guys, maybe tomorrow or in the coming days you would be spontaneous, right? Yes. Okay, so next we would be making some corrections to the painting, and add some additional colors wherever required. Coming to today's topic, I was thinking of speaking to you guys about self learning and how you can also self learn. So, yeah, here it is. Like, I have few points which I want to speak, and then in between, I'll speak about the painting as well, which we are doing right now. So, yeah, the first thing is you need to decide whether your craft is you will be doing it full time or is it a high side hustle. If it is a full time, you have to use a separate set of schedule or actions which you need to take. And if it is a side hustle, similar actions, but yeah, you can be lenient, but yes, you have to do a regular practice. Okay, first you need to take out time from your regular schedule. So I have a full-time job which I love my job and I wanted to paint as well. Since I was like a little child, I had interest in art, but I never pursued it. But yes, when I got the time, free time, like when I got a job, and after that, in between, I started to paint as well. That is like another whole story, which I would tell you some other time. But yes, what I used to do is I used to watch a lot of videos, and even in Instagram I used to follow all the artists whose paintings I used to like. So I used to follow them and I used to just scroll through. Okay, and the second thing is I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos. I also took some classes in Skillshare, which was not much, or maybe one or two, and then I didn't continue. I used to like the YouTube approach more, and even the Instagram. Yes. And then I started practicing. I started understanding about materials. I used to watch a lot of video about the materials. Now when I started, I didn't had much money to invest in good art supplies, so I used to compromise with the art supplies which I used at the time. And because of that decision, I could not progress more. So when it comes to watercolors, you have to be very specific on the kind of paper and the paints you're using. Okay, so these two things, paper and paint, you need to be very careful that you are using good quality, if not the best, but the good quality of paint and paper, and then you start your practice. Okay, I know it would be expensive, but you have other budget friendly options available, so look out, research, and then just go ahead. Okay, that's one thing. And the second thing is watching videos on a daily basis. When I say daily basis, it like every other day or alternate day you should watch videos and go through Instagram. Be in touch with the craft. Okay, so that is a tip which you can apply to yourself. Watch videos and then start painting. I didn't had much time to spend in this craft, so my free time was my weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, and whenever there is a holiday. I was not that kind of a person who would go out and do parties and all. I used to like spending my time with myself. I would go out, watch a movie, and when I got introduced to watercolors and painting, I used to spend most of my time, like full weekend, over painting. Yeah, so that was how I did it. Now you have to make your schedule, curate your schedule as per your convenience, like what schedule you already have, what is your timetable, and then you just include art in that table. in that schedule. So yeah, that's about how to get started. The idea is to live your passion, and if you like creating, if you want to paint, please go ahead and teach yourself how to paint, not for others to see but for yourself. And painting watercolor, from experience I can say that it's such a fulfilling thing to do. I mean, once even if you paint a small little picture, a small little painting, it gives you immense pleasure and satisfaction. You have done something, you have achieved something. One of you in my previous video asked me about the material which I am using, the paper which I am using. Though I have answered to the comment, I just want to quickly tell you guys that this paper is 100% cotton, 300 GSM and cold press paper. This is a Indian brand. It's brush straw, and the paper is of good quality. All the techniques works great in this paper, so I use it for all my practices. And you guys, depending on where you are staying, just look out for the kind of papers available there, and go out for the best in the sense it must be budget friendly. To make to practice in it, it must be budget friendly. I would not suggest you to go ahead and buy Arches paper for the practice. No, please don't do it. If you want to do it, I mean, if you can afford it, very well and good, you just go ahead. But otherwise, there are always options available. Just go and check different papers which are there. Now another thing, when I say this, another thing comes to mind, that how can we know which paper is good or bad. You guys, just check in your locality what papers are there. You can also watch videos about it, about for your location. So yeah, go ahead, check it. In India, if you are there in India, you can go ahead and use the brush straw paper, which is the 100% cotton one. Just go ahead and use it for the practice purpose. It's a very good paper to use. Guys, this video is not sponsored, but yeah, this is my personal choice. Okay, for brushes, it's up to you. If you're starting out, please don't go for the best ones. You can use the medium range, or it must be soft. Basically, watercolor brushes must be soft. It should not be hard bristle. It should be a soft bristle. Okay, that's one thing to keep in mind. And for paper and paint, you please go ahead and check what is available in your location, and go ahead for the good ones. Yeah. Coming to our topic, self-learning, there is one thing which would help you to self-learn is keeping a sketchbook. So you must keep dedicated sketchbook for your practices, and this would help you to observe your growth. And I still have all the paintings which I have done as a beginner. I have it in loose shades and even sketchbooks. So when I look back and go through all the paintings, I mean, oh my god, how do I say this? It's like a different kind of a feeling, that how far I have come, and it's a clear visible way of seeing your growth. So I would suggest keep sketchbook and practice your art, practice the craft on a regular basis, daily basis, and learn from your mistakes. Being self-taught means so far you were associated with different kind of education, work, and at a given point of time and age, you have thought of pursuing art or learning a new skill. That's absolutely fine, and I have done it myself, and I'm so glad that I did it. I didn't study art, but I'm so glad that right now I can paint and I can sketch, and that's a very good feeling. You could also do it. There are various arguments like going to art school is better, and self-learning, there is nothing such called self-learning. I would not agree with that. I have done so much of research on old masters. How did they learn? And originally, artists used to learn from practice. So basically, there would be one master who would have their pupils, and families would send their students. Sorry, families would send their children to these old masters, their workshops, and they would just copy whatever their masters are doing. So that's how they used to learn, and that's the same approach you have to apply to yourself when you are doing self-learning. Make a good schedule for yourself, a list of things which you want to do, and then go ahead and practice. Like, there is nothing better than practicing. That's what will teach you this new craft. This is called dry brushing. The paper or the surface is dry, and I have a little bit of paint on my brush, and my brush is not too damp, or it doesn't have much water in it. It has a little bit of pigment, and I'm just dragging my brush over the surface. So that's called dry brushing. And there's a small tip for you. Dry brushing, if you do, eventually it damages your brush, so be careful. Don't use this technique often, and if you want to do it, you keep a dedicated brush for it, which you don't want to damage. For the tree, I have wet the area of the tree, the area of the foliage of the tree, and then I have used cadmium yellow directly from my palette. However, just to let you know why it is looking a little bit lime green or green, I had a little bit of blue tint in the cadmium yellow pan. Okay, so from my previous use of the color, I had a little bit of blue there. So when I added yellow to this paper, it is looking yellow, greenish yellow. So once I have laid the first layer, a light wash of cadmium yellow, and then I have used blue and green shade, and wherever I want dark or shadow part, I'm using darker shade of blue. I really enjoy making trees because they are so much fun, they're easy, and there are different ways of painting tree. So and even the tree was the first thing which I learned how to paint. Okay, so that's why I have a soft corner for trees. And yeah, so there are different ways. I mean, use your own way. For this painting, I have just used this simple way of painting the tree. There is one more advice which I want to give you guys is do not worry on what others are thinking about you learning a new skill or a craft. And yeah, I mean, no one cares, no one cares what you're doing and what you're not. They do not give a second thought to what you have uploaded online. You just go ahead and whatever you want to put it up. There is Instagram, and it's a beautiful platform where you can showcase your work, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I have seen artists, different kind of artists who have uploaded their works, and some of them have insanely high amount of followers and viewers, whose artwork really I don't understand. So yeah, it doesn't matters. I mean, nobody has to care, nobody has to have an a negative opinion on what you are uploading online or what you are doing. It doesn't matter. So don't think about what others are thinking, or even don't have that self-doubt that am I too old to start a new craft, or am I too old to start drawing or painting. No, you are never too old to learn a new skill. Now we are painting the pine trees which is behind our main tree, and yeah, this is how I'm drawing it. It's very simple. Just be careful not to make the branches straight. It must be crisscross, going towards different directions. If you make it straight, it won't look real. So yeah, just be careful on that. Being self-taught is a very beautiful, ongoing journey. There is no finish line to it. Like, it is kind of a way of living. I still have many things to learn, and I invite you guys to start your own learning journey. And if you feel discouraged at any point of time, think to yourself, take a moment for yourself, think and remember just one thing, that you are not alone in this. Remember why you actually started. And with this, I will wrap up my video. I would be seeing you guys very soon with another video. And you guys keep creating, practicing, and make all the mistakes you can, and that's how you will learn it. Before I actually wrap up the video, just one thing. You guys are like my family, so I want to share some good news. and to know what's stopping me from, uploading video and recording painting, you have to check out my community post, which I would be putting up very soon. And yeah, that's it. All you guys have a great time ahead, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.